that you're done campaigning, do you have any regrets?
You know, not at all. I am so proud of our campaign. We built a wide coalition of teachers, preschool teachers, middle school teachers, and teachers' pets. And not only did I not accept money from billionaires, I got to give one a swirly on live TV.
Well, welcome back. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. Elizabeth Warren out of the race, but not without poking a little fun at herself on Saturday Night Live. She says that she seemed happy that she got to give a billionaire, Mike Bloomberg, a swirly. She might have taken him down with her, but I don't think it was the swirly that got her out of the race. And someone who has his own ideas on why Elizabeth Warren failed ultimately joins us now. Dr. Stephen Greer is here. He's with Quality of Life Clinic, and he's also the author of this book, The Rules to Stop Radicals. So, Doc, when you're not being a great PhD, you also have some strong views on stopping these left-wing radicals. What happened to Elizabeth Warren, in your view?
Well, I've read a few op-eds in the various papers, and surprisingly none of them are mentioning this, so I thought it might be a novel topic to talk about. Is she clearly got destroyed because she touched the third rail, which is the $3.6 trillion healthcare industry. And if you look at history, every politician from Nixon and LBJ and anyone who tried to go after the current American medical system gets fails or their career is ruined. And I think that's the same reason Bernie Sanders is being sabotaged by the Democrats too. So it's just too big. It's like 18% of the economy, and they're proposing to get rid of it.
So that's kind of scary to most people. And it's also scary, if you ask me, to unions, because one of the unions give a lot to get a little, and a lot of them have these Cadillac private health care plans. And what they don't realize is, as the union leaders are telling them to go vote for the Bernies and the Warrens and everything, that free health care is not going to be the same plan that they've been enjoying for many years.
Right. Well, Bernie got a lot of pushback in Las Vegas from the culinary union for that. And so, yeah, the unions, the hospital lobbyists, the drug companies, there's numerous industries who didn't want her to succeed. So I think that's the reason Elizabeth Warren got pushed out. I mean, it's not because she's a bad candidate. Look, by the fact that Joe Biden is the front runner who has brain damage,
he's the worst. He's the worst candidate out there.
They'll put up Bernie, Weekend at Bernie's. They'll put up a cadaver. It's not because she was a bad candidate. It's because she was daring to go after health care.
I'm with you. My co-host and my partner in crime is over there, Frank Morano, and we don't do crimes typically, but he's got a few questions for you as well. What's up, Frankie?
So, Dr. Greer, I know we've all heard of the book Rules for Radicals and the kind of the philosophy with Saul Alinsky and others on the left. Tell us about your book, Rules to Stop Radicals. Clearly, the title is an intentional rejoinder to that. How do you stop the element, the kind of the AOC wing of the Democratic Party that seems to be gaining steam in many instances?
Well, I have a little local blog as a labor of love called Battery Park TV, and I would write these various essays, and they got some good feedback by various people in the press and politics. So after things got really crazy sometime around 2017 and we became this hyperpolar nation, I condensed all the essays into a book, so that's what it is. I start out with sort of like the 12-step plan of the Saul Alinsky book. Is number one, I think you just have to take their money away. It's all about money. None of these fake grassroots efforts are really, they're all coming from, so if there's a corporate globalist company behind the propaganda media, do something to stop it. So identify the money, cut it off. That's what people, I think, are finally starting to, I'm seeing that happening. So people are getting wise to this, and the Trump administration is, I think, starting to use some of those tactics. But
so, is it a coincidence that many of these plans are 12-step plans, like the AA's 12 steps, the Saul Alinsky's 12 steps? What's the thing about 12?
Well, I don't even know if mine's 12, but I just. It's yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, just Bernie Sanders now. It seems he's the next victim up for the establishment to take out. And it looks like, you know, to me, you see, you know, to coin a term from them, a vast left-wing conspiracy to make sure that Bernie Sanders is not the nominee, even if they have to get everybody to line up behind Joe Biden and actually push him into the campaign. Like you said, it's like Weekend at Bernie's when they have him like moving like this.
I have another theory that I think I will place a bet on it now. I think Hillary Clinton is going to take the superdelegates because Joe Biden will be so bad that she'll actually look good in comparison. That's the only way she could have a chance, is to put up a straw man, you know, who looks really, really bad, like Joe Biden. So they know he's got all these flaws, but the plan is to take him out with the superdelegates. And
let's not be shocked. You know, I've been talking about my conspiracy theories on a range of topics. Frankie usually keeps me online on this stuff. But yeah, don't be shocked if you don't see the Democrats in the Senate not go so hard against bringing in Hunter Biden, because that would fit right into Hillary's plan.
Right.
If they let those hearings go, those subpoenas go out to Hunter Biden, they know that Biden's got a major problem there. And then maybe that's when Hillary and Michelle Obama come swooping in with the superdelegates.
The whole impeachment thing, I think was a plan to kill two birds with one stone. Hey, let's hurt or even impeach Trump while hurting Joe Biden at the same time. So, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Remember we were talking about that Amy Klobuchar, Cory Booker, you know, all of these candidates had to be in the Senate, and Joe Biden could be out there campaigning. I thought that a little bit too.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, clearly whatever played out during the impeachment process doesn't seem to have hurt Joe Biden in the least. Seems like he's more popular than ever. Won 10 Super Tuesday states without spending spending a dime on television advertising. So it seems like he's got a lot of momentum at this point.
Are there any betting sites that bet on the candidates? I would put a lot of money on Hillary Clinton, who's probably not even on the list.
She's probably like a long shot right
but
now.
I don't understand why you think they would pick Hillary Clinton, right? You have Hillary Clinton is not likable, whereas Biden is likable. Hillary Clinton is not even really liked by a lot of the people within her own party. Even the people in her wing of the party, a substantial portion of that wing is led by the Obamas. They don't seem that crazy about her. And then a lot of Democrats blame Hillary Clinton for Donald Trump because of the manner in which she campaigned, taking states like Wisconsin and Pennsylvania for granted in 2016. So why, if they get to a second ballot in a contested convention, if they could choose any Democrat in the country, would they turn to this woman that the public has rejected and that Democrats don't even seem to like?
Well, that's a good point. They could theoretically choose anyone, but that would be odd to really go anywhere. So
she's a natural choice, somebody like a Michelle Obama, who has the best chance of putting together the Obama coalition?
Yeah, those are all possible. I don't think anyone viable is running this year for a reason, because they don't think they can beat Trump. So I think Michelle Obama is going to wait for 2024. Any really good candidate would have been running by now if they thought they could beat Trump. So you're left with the bottom of the barrel, and Hillary Clinton has successfully navigated her way into being the least worst of them all. And so there's many events in the news.
There's no betting site. I will make a wager with you on that Hillary Clinton will not be the Democratic nominee in 2020.
Okay.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And what you're saying is she's vying to be the one-eyed man.
Right.
Joe Biden is doing himself no disservice. Frankie said he's got momentum, but that's because they called off the dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody that was attacking him, left, right, all even his own party, Kamala Harris killed him in the first debate with her "that little girl" comments. Yeah. You know, everyone, Cory Booker was saying, did you forget what you just said, right? Like, they were all attacking him. Now they called all them off and said, no, come on, get behind Joe. We got a plan here. And I'm almost with you, Nico. Is there a betting site that is putting odds on presidential candidates? Can you get us what Hillary Clinton's odds to be president, the Democratic nominee are?
Another bet would say Joe Biden will not be. So if you can short Joe Biden, I'd be shocked if he
he's on the don't. Frankie, he's on the don't pass.
It's going to be very interesting.
This guy's great. He's going.
That's a double bet.
Yeah, he's going
short Joe.
He's going for the hard four, Horn High Yo, parlay with the don't pass on Joe Biden.
That's right.
Every contrarian move, you want to put them all together.
Yep.
Are you
Well,
a gambling
I think Hillary
man?
Clinton, what I'm seeing on the odds tracker at oddsshark.com is accurate. It looks like at the moment she is paying 10,000 to 1.
So for every $1 you bet,
If I'm reading this correctly.
so you bet $1 on Hillary Clinton to be the Democratic nominee, not the president, the nominee.
No, excuse me. It's to be the president.
What about?
Oh,
do
no,
they have a
I
bet
agree
to
with
be the
those odds.
nominee?
Yeah.
I agree with those.
I don't see that.
No, wow, no line.
Yeah.
That's scary. You know what that means? When there's no line, okay? I know a lot more than I should about gambling, okay? When there's no line, like when they go, oh no, there's no money line on that game, right? That usually means the smart money knows something. And they're not going to put a line out there. What do you got, Nico?
Hillary is plus 2,000 to be the Democratic nominee.
Plus 2 G's.
Plus 2 G's. So you spend 100, you win 2 grand.
No,
No.
You bet 100, you win 2 grand.
Wouldn't it be 2 million?
no. Is she 2,000 to 1 or is she 200?
She's plus 2,000. So if you put 100 down,
Okay, so for every $100 bet, it's $2,000. So she's 20 to 1. The odds are 20 to 1.
right, exactly.
That's not great. I mean, that's not tremendous, 20 to 1. You know what I mean? What's Tulsi Gabbard
Plus 50,000 to be the president.
to be the
Plus
president?
20,000.
Plus 20,000 just to be the nominee. Okay, wow. So the smart money knows something. You might be onto something, Doc.
I'll tell you, speaking medically, this is just factual, is Joe Biden's gaffes and bizarre behavior, I don't believe that is consistent with normal Alzheimer's. He had a very serious stroke when he was age 30 or something, hemorrhagic stroke. I believe, now the front part of this is your frontal lobe. If that's damaged, you have no filter, you can't control what you say. I think the man has issues from his stroke, and I don't hear that talked
the
about.
frontal lobe may still be hemorrhaging to some extent.
Well, not still hemorrhaging. It was damaged decades ago.
But he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that firewall in there to keep,
Yeah, this is not normal
unintended thoughts
Alzheimer's.
out of his mouth.
There's some issues going on with his brain. It's just, it's
Are you
undeniable.
saying that? Now wait. The last time I had you on, you were talking about your book, The Medical Advocate. Now this time we're talking about rules to stop radicals. So are you saying he has something wrong with his brain from a medical standpoint?
Yes.
Or from a stopping radicals standpoint?
I think they should demand, if he were to become the candidate for the Democrats, they should, just like they're demanding Trump's taxes, they should demand to see an MRI of Joe Biden.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Imagine that. That would disqualify me from running for president if I had to give an MRI. I'd never let anybody see how small my brain is. That wouldn't help. That would kill me. All right. Dr. Stephen Greer, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You're always here for us, and you're always welcome to come on down anytime you have anything good to talk about. It's always good to have you here. Go out and check out Rules to Stop Radicals. As Frankie says, the rejoinder to the book, Rules for Radicals. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back with more Liquid Lunch for you right after this.